Good morning, guys. Today is Monday. We're going to be working on the language book on page 165 and page 108 of the vocabulary and grammar book. Buenos días para tu familia. El día de hoy, lunes, vamos a trabajar en el libro de language en la página 165 y la página 108 del libro de vocabulary and grammar. Okay, so we have here making and confirming predictions. You will understand more of a listening text if you can predict what will hear while listening. Your prediction should be based on information you have already heard. Then, listen for information that supports your predictions. Haciendo y confirmando predicciones. Vamos a entender más acerca de un texto que está siendo dicho si nosotros predecimos qué es lo que vamos a escuchar mientras escuchamos. Nuestras predicciones deben ser basadas en información que ya tengamos y luego escuchar la información que o apoya o desmiente nuestras predicciones. So we here match the inventions with the pictures. Vamos a unir las invenciones con las imágenes. So letter A will be cheesy puff, letter B, cornflakes, and letter C, potato chips, okay? Now we have here listen and match the inventions with their jobs. Vamos a escuchar un audio y vamos a unir los inventores con sus trabajos.
Today, I'm joined by Gabriella Klein, the author of Accidental Inventors. She's going to tell us about some accidental inventions.
That's right, Alex. Now, everyone knows the name Kellogg, right?
Of course. Breakfast cereals.
That's right. Well, John and Keith Kellogg ran a hospital and health spa. They made vegetarian health foods for their clients. One day in 1894, they forgot about some grain they had boiled. By the time they remembered, the mixture was dry and stale.
Oh dear. Don't tell me any more for now. Let's move on to the next inventor.
Our next inventor is George Crumb.
Tell me more about him.
George was a chef in New York. One day in 1853, a very demanding customer kept sending back the fried potatoes George had cooked because they were too soft. George was not happy.
Poor George. But for now, tell me about the last inventor.
That's Edward Wilson. He worked for a large company called Flackall. It made animal feed from corn. One day, the machines making the animal feed got so hot that the corn puffed up.
Okay, so we just listen to the track. Acabamos de escuchar el audio y vamos a unir los inventores con cada uno de sus invenciones, ¿verdad? So number one will be John and Kate Kellogg, hospital and health spa owners. George Crumb, chef, and Edward Wilson, animal feed company employee. Okay? In this third part, it says, what did they decide to do? Let me check you something. What did they decide to do? Read and choose your predictions. Listen and check your predictions. Ok, vamos a hacer predicciones. The Kellogg brothers bake a stale grain. George Crumb tried to cook something disgusting. And Edward Wilson took the puffy corn home to experiment. Ok, esas son nuestras predicciones. Ahora vamos a escuchar el audio para ver si las confirman o las desmienten.
So, let's go back to the Kellogg brothers. What did they do with their dry, stale grain? Did they throw it away?
No, they didn't. The mixture was rolled until it was very thin and flat, and then it was baked. The result was some delicious crisp flakes, the first cornflakes. The Kellogg brothers never looked back.
Aha! Now, what did George Crumb do with his rude customer?
Well, if you remember, the customer complained that the fried potatoes were too soft. So, George sliced the potato very, very thinly. Then he fried it until it was crisp and covered it in a lot of salt. George thought that the customer would hate it, that it would be disgusting. But you know what? The customer loved it. Thanks to this rude customer, the first potato chips were made.
And I can't live without them.
Me neither.
And finally, what happened with Edward Wilson's puffy corn?
One day, he decided to take some of the puffy corn home with him. He added some oil and cheese flavor, and lo, the first cheese puffs were made. By 1946, the first cheese puffs were produced. They were called corn curls.
That's another of my favorites. How cool is that? Anyone else feel like a snack?
Ok, entonces podemos ver que nuestras predicciones estaban correctas, ¿verdad? Así quedaría esta parte. Y en la cuarta parte, la última, it says, read the summaries and write the inventions. Number 1, on what ingredients were used by Carrie's employee? Cheesy puff. A rude customer was served with thin fried potatoes and loved them. Potato chips and dry stale grain toasted delicious after it was baked. Cornflakes, ¿ok? Así quedaría esta parte. Y en la página 108 del libro de Vocabulary and Grammar, complete the sentences with the past passive. Okay, vamos a completar las oraciones con el pasado pasivo. Number 1, the spaghetti was cooked by Antonio. Number 2, the spaghetti sauce was prepared by Juan. The vegetables were cut by Antonio's mom. Number 4, the dishes weren't put in the dishwasher. Okay, ahora a continuación, en la misma sección, vamos a leer aquí el texto y vamos a marcar si es correcto o incorrecto cada una de las cosas. Hi, I'm Antonio and this is my family. We work together to get everything done, even dinner. Tonight my dad cooked spaghetti. My mom cut a lot of vegetables to make salad. My older brother Juan prepared a delicious spaghetti sauce. But we didn't put the dishes in the dishwasher. We'll all help clean up later. Okay? Entonces, number 1, the spaghetti was cooked by Antonio, is false. The spaghetti sauce was prepared by Juan, is true. The vegetables were cut by Antonio's mom, true. The dishes weren't put in the dishwasher, true. Okay? Así quedaría esta parte. Y en la segunda parte, we have complete the sentences with the correct words. Okay? Number 1, my friend and I decided to bake something creative and interesting for the bake sale. Number 2, we calculated the amount of ingredients and measured them. We baked each layer and then assembled our cake. It was really tall. Number 4, our cake looked fantastic, but we should tested it first. And number 5, we need to improve the taste for next time. ¿Ok? Así quedaría esta parte. Y con eso concluiríamos el trabajo del día de hoy. Esperando que gocen de salud, bendiciones. Nos vemos el día de mañana.